So it's been about a week or so since I've last vlogged, actually probably two. And that is because I have not really been in the country or in Valencia. I guess I've been in Spain kind of. But so I went to Dublin, which is Dublin, and I loved it. For those of you who can't tell, I'm half Irish. So it was really nice to see part of my heritage. I don't look Irish, so like, it was kind of a joke. That probably didn't land with literally anyone. But yeah, so I went with my friend Kristen from Creighton, and the first day we got in, we just went to the city center and we went to the Temple Bar District, which was super fun, and I had my first Irish coffee, which is really good. Yeah, they like to drink there a lot. And then the next day, we had to wake up really early, like 5 or so, to go to the cliffs of Moher. And on that, we had a tour that took us around most of Ireland. So I got to see Limerick and a bunch of other little cities I have no idea how to pronounce. So that was fun. And then we went out to bars again. And then the next day we went to the Guinness Storehouse, which was so much fun. And apparently we went on a really good weekend because on Friday there was like Culture Day. So the bars were super busy. And then Saturday there was a big rugby game against Canada. And then Sunday there was like the Celtic Football League Super Bowl pretty much. So after we went to the Guinness Storehouse, which was super cool, I got this super authentic certificate that says I can pour a perfect pint. So if any of you are looking for someone to tap your beer or whatever it's called, I don't know, I'm your girl. But yeah, so that was a lot of fun. And on the first night we met a guy that was a tour guide, and so we got free tickets to the tour. So that was really cool. The people there are so much nicer than in Spain, and they all talk to you and they're like, oh, you have to go here, you have to do this, you have to do this. And I was like, oh, I miss nice people. Like, Spain, you guys are kind of rude. Oh, but so what happened? Oh my gosh. I had the worst experience getting to Dublin. So I had a bus to leave from Valencia to go to Barcelona, which is where I was flying out of, at 2 in the morning. And I missed it by a minute. And I didn't know I missed it because it said it was running late. So I waited and waited, and another bus to Barcelona came. I was like, why, this isn't my bus. And so I had to get on this bus. It was about 3:40 in the morning. So I get on this other bus. Okay, I finally get situated. I fall asleep. In the middle of my bus, I have this huge bus driver, like built and very scary, like has a black eye. And I was just like, okay, you're terrifying. But yeah, so he comes up to me at a stop while I'm sleeping. And he goes, you get on that bus. That was right next to us, and I was just like, I don't know about that. Like, but apparently it was because that one was going to the airport, and they knew I needed to go to the airport, and I would be cutting it close. Well, so I get on this other bus. I'm cutting it close already, so I get to Barcelona. They drop us off at Terminal 1. I have to get to Terminal 2. Never been to the Barcelona airport. I am super duper 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 lost. I get there at 9:15 in the morning, and my flight, the gate closes at 9:55. And so I'm at Terminal 1. I can't figure out how to get to the next terminal. And Barcelona airport is of course huge. So I finally figure out how to get to the next terminal. I get to the next terminal. I have to go through a passport check. So I do that. I have to wait in line. Then I go through security. It's about 9:50 at this time. And I made it through security. in about 2 minutes. Like, that's insane, right? So I make it through really fast, and I like sprint, and then I have to go through another passport check. And that was a really aggressive move. I didn't mean for it to be that aggressive. But yeah, so I go through passport check, make it. I get there right as they're boarding. It was delayed, and I was like, oh, yes, my luck. Okay, for the people who know me, you know that I literally have the worst luck in the world. So the fact that I missed my bus, I got switched to another random bus, like I didn't even know what he was saying because it was in Spanish, so I could have gotten on a bus to like France and then ended up in France and been like, well, shit. But yeah, so it actually turned out really well. But then my flight got delayed by 2 hours, and I was sitting in an airplane for 2 hours, just waiting. And I was sitting next to this little girl, and she wanted to sit by the window, and I was like, go right ahead, I don't care. And it was so funny because like how they talk, like yes, they speak English, but how they speak is so different than Americans. Like this little girl's like 8, and she's like, the flight gets delayed, and she goes, this pisses me off. I was like, you are 8. And then everyone drops the F-bomb. Okay, I'm gonna quote something, but future employers know that I don't speak like this. I'm a lady. So for example, the guy next to me on the plane, this is fucking nonsense. This fucking plane needs to fucking take off, and fucking this. And then our taxi drivers, you fucking girls need to put on some fucking clothes because it's fucking cold. And I was like, this word means nothing to you. So I don't know. It was definitely different, and it was very nice to go there when I really wanted American food, because they have comfort food there. It was so good. But yeah, highly recommend it. Probably like my 3rd or 4th favorite city now in the world, just because the people, and I mean, like I said, I went on a good weekend, so it was like very lively and whatever. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all the really exciting stuff. We stayed at an Airbnb, and our breakfast was phenomenal. So but yeah, that's all. And the next vlog I will be in this exact same outfit because I'm catching up. So hasta la vista, baby.